If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will boot it away to start the game. No shot to return that one as he... out of the back of the end zone. To the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Knight. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the cover.
He's loose. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Tiger. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there. That time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Pulls it in. It's Marion. Wide open spaces. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking to throw, it's back. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Hurricanes line up to punt it away.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Gonna swing it on second down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Racing down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Auburn!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's back. Makes the grab on the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, it's a great design on offense on that pass play there. You see they clear out the middle of the field. They leave a huge space wide open for the quarterback to attack. Nice timing on the throw.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the run, fires downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
No panic and hesitation by the defense on that play. First off, nice job getting some pressure, flushing the quarterback out to his left, and even a better job in the back end covering after that scramble play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Beck. He rifles one deep to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Canes want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. The throw to the outside is complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. This should be the last play of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Knight. Oh, they're after him. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the year.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Hurricanes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. Turning it on. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. To the air on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The give to the tailback. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He's got great speed. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver going in motion. Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Makes the grab. It's live. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break time.
There he goes. He's at the 40. There he goes. Touchdown, Miami! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Time to take a shot. Fires into traffic. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Hurricane! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for a gap. It's Cobb. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for loss of yards.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
With the catch, it's Henderson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle, setting up for it.
And the returner will be dragged down. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Plows through the defense. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Hurricanes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Flying out to the left. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Canes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Washington has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 21 over Washington State. For now, it's back to you, fellas. But, of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody...
It's a running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
They'll send the back in motion. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And after the extra point, the lead is now down to 4, 35-31. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down one possession. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
They were only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Scanning the field, it's back. This time on target. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Canes want to move quickly. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on third. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Tigers. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And it slips just inside that right upright. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's back. Showing off the arm. Oh, he's got some space. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Auburn! The defense putting points on the board.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping two hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's back. Quick completion on the out. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Back to pass. Puts it out of the air. All out of space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Here's the pressure. It's complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
They're working that left side. He's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Looking for room. It's Cobb. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that.
It's a seam wide open. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the bad blood between Oregon and Oregon State dates back to 1894, at least on a football field. A top 5 rivalry, and it's gone final. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Now he's going to break the pocket. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field, breaks on the football. He couldn't put enough mustard on it because he was running to his left. Defense takes advantage, forces the interception.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The screen, he can go. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
This This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands. So,
it's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Dropping back, it's back. Looking to scramble. He's got him wide open. Wide open spaces. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Miami. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Canes are in the hurry up. Hands it off on the counter. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter.
Auburn, 56. Miami, 42.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Makes the catch. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Lyle. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was Bader.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Snap it to the back. This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes the handoff. It's Cobb. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game. But he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around. And I think they got used to it in the first half. And now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's back. Shoots it to the left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got his man to the left. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
To the air on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Beck. Here's a heat. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Still plenty of time for this offense, but this, probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle, it's Bauman. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They'll rush to the line, clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to scramble. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Pressure coming. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And he'll get the ball back. Otherwise, it would have been lights out.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Spits it out to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Beck. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Cade! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they get the touchdown here, and I think if you're the head coach, you got to go for 2. You got to have a 2-point play dialed up right now. What can you run you feel like you can execute to tie this thing with not a lot of time left on the clock?
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, that was 2 points they needed to have to tie this one up. Now, there's tons of pressure on the defense to get the ball back to have a chance to win.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. Cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Dances away. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I like aggressiveness, and I like going for the win. I have no problem with that. But, man, I got to call high percentage throws. I got to make sure I don't do that. Now I turn the football over. Now I got a chance to lose. I hope my defense comes in here and bails me out.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Back to pass. It's Beck. Makes the catch.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, but we've got less than a minute to go here. We've got to be more aggressive. We've got to take some shots and put some pressure on the defense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And they can't make the connection.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years.